morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook, Live, and YouTube channels. We are back up. Welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. Every Saturday morning we are here with you. We have lots of opportunities, activities, and of course, because it's so close to back to school, we also have giveaways for all of our students and of our children throughout the, right here within our listening audience. And so my name is Zanella Claxton from the Department of Education. And as I said, we're getting closer and closer to back to school. So it's that exciting time of year. And we want to continue to keep the momentum going and continue with the enthusiasm as we share with you all the opportunities which are available as you get ready for back to school. Parents, you are shopping. You're getting your items together. Some of you have shopped. Some of you started shopping in June. But we want to make sure that by next week you have everything so that your children are ready and set for the wonderful year that we have in store for them. I know that our teachers are also gearing up and getting ready as well. And I just to start off, our teachers come back out on the 26th. We have our annual back to school convocation on the 26th of August, and we start at NEPAC. Registration starts at 8:15 a.m. and our theme, Know Your Students, and education for all, embracing change, securing the future. And so we're enthused. We can't wait to see our teachers. We can't wait to see our school staff members on the 26th of August. In case they would have forgotten, or in case your partner teacher who is not listening, make sure that you give them a message. You send out a message reminding them that the 26th of August, the place to be is NEPAC, because we are going to start off the school year. We're going to start it off with high energy. We're going to start it off with in the right way so that we can continue throughout the year sharing and really being there and supporting our students as much as possible. Also, today, the Chevening Scholars, and I know they have their annual activity every year. They have a Get Set and Ready for University seminar. And the Chevening program is a scholarship that offers a master's degree, and we have several persons here on the island of Nevis who are recipients of the Chevening Scholarship, and the Alumni Association of St. Kitts and Nevis. They have that activity, that seminar happening this morning. It starts in a few minutes. It starts in 20 minutes from 9:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. The venue is the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall right here in Charlestown. And in case you hadn't heard about it previously, you still have 20 minutes to get there. If you are interested or thinking about studying abroad and you're not sure where to begin or what to do, this is the opportunity for you to get some of the answers to some of the questions that you might have. They will be offering career guidance, tips for university and scholarship applications. They're not offering you a scholarship, but they're giving you tips because they would have earned the Chevening Scholarship, and that's the prestigious scholarship, and so they must have been doing something right, or they would have done many things right leading up to that point, and so they want to share and impart some of their experiences with you. So tips for university and scholarship applications, accessing loans, time and money management, how to make the best of your university experience. So as I said, we have several topics which will be covered. Refreshments will be provided, and it is at no cost to the participants. I see win, 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 win. So if you are at home and you're thinking about going to university, maybe next year, maybe in January, the place to be is the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall. If you are not sure if you want to go to university, but you have some of the prerequisites, the subjects and all of that, then please make sure that you also take advantage of this opportunity. It comes once per year, and so you want to take advantage of it now. I know that some of our other students have already flown out. Some of them are already going through their orientation process, and some will be starting school this Monday, those who flew out recently. I also want to commend Miss Chavonnet Maynard. She is going off to Taiwan this morning to do a 3-month course in hospitality, and Mr. Wentworth Smith and Jr., he already flew out, but he went off to do a 3-month in culinary arts. And so both of them will be in Taiwan for 3 months, and they will have the opportunity to learn and grow. And these are the things that we want all of you to embrace. And in talking about the workshop this morning, the seminar, it will help you to prepare to position yourselves. I want to say that sometimes we are apprehensive, or we're not very comfortable when it comes to going to as we might say, foreign countries. And once you leave the island, you're going to a foreign country. But sometimes, you see scholarships for Moscow and Taiwan, and Taiwan is becoming more popular. You have Costa Rica. There's an agricultural scholarship that comes out of Costa Rica. Mexico, we have in Peru. There are scholarships all over, and sometimes our students become apprehensive. They're not sure if they should go, if they could do it. And this morning, and of course from this platform, I'm encouraging you to embrace all of the opportunities. It is much easier when you get a full or partial scholarship, as opposed to having to pay so much more out in student loans, even if you have to go to a different country. I am an advocate for learning about different cultures and getting to know different practices and embracing differences. And so I would always encourage, and I have always encouraged people to take advantage of these opportunities. And so one last time, for those who, you have 15 minutes before the start of the Get Ready and Set and Ready for University seminar, hosted by the Alumni Association of St. Kitts and Nevis, of the Chevening Scholarship. And if you're thinking about studying abroad, if you're not thinking about studying at all, but you have some of the prerequisites and you don't know where to begin, this seminar is for you. Career guidance, tips for university and scholarship applications, accessing loans, time and money management, and how to make the best of your university experience, all for free at the St. Paul's Anglican Church Hall this morning from 9:30 to 12:30, and refreshments will be served for free, no cost at all to you. Wealth of information, refreshments. I think you will be ready and set by the time this is over. I also want to, before we break, take an opportunity to say heartfelt commendations, congratulations to all of the students who were successful in the CXC examinations. The results would have been released during the course of this week, the preliminary results, and for some students, I know that you may have an ungraded at ET, well, you will have an ungraded graded at the EDPM subject, the Electronic Documentation Preparation Management, and you can check back later next week to see the upgraded results for that subject. So please don't be disheartened or go into panic mode. It will be adjusted before the end of next week. So check in maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and see if it has been updated as yet. But it will be updated before the end of next week. If by the end of next week it's still not updated, you can check in with your school, or you can check in at the department to see what's going on, but it should be upgraded by the end of next week. We have, and of course, several students have been sharing their results, and I will not share any results or statistics this morning outside of what has already been shared. But congratulations to those who wrote the CCSLC, to those who wrote the CAPE subjects, and of course to those who wrote the CSEC subjects. So we had those three groups of students who received their results this week between Tuesday and Thursday. And I want to say congratulations to all of you. To some of you who might not have done as well as you anticipated or even your parents anticipated. Sometimes life doesn't turn out exactly the way we want or we anticipate, but we don't. Our mantra is that we will never give up. And so keep going, keep trying. When the results are not exactly as you want them and they're not at your standard, personally, do not ever stop. And that goes out to our adult students as well who would have sat some of the examinations as private candidates. If you didn't return the results which you anticipated or you wanted, please do not give up, do not stop. Let's go again. And sometimes you have to go 2, 3. I met somebody who wrote a subject 4 times and was successful this year. So do not stop, keep going, and you will be successful and you'll be able to achieve your goals. It's only when you stop that you will be hindered and you won't be able to achieve the goals which you have been set, which you have set for yourselves. And commendations to the teachers who worked diligently with you, to your school administrators, your principals and deputy principals, to your parents who provided many of the resources you needed to bring you to this point, and congratulations, of course, to all of you, the students who sat the exams. And on this note, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back.
From Queen City, Nevis, this is the powerhouse of the Eastern Caribbean, Vaughn Radio.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. An hour passes quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa. Let's start the show. Let's go.
Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Vaughn Radio's YouTube and Facebook Live. We want to extend a warm Nevis hello to all of you. And I want to say, which at the first break, I didn't remember to say, DeAndre is out today. He is, I remember he alluded to it last week, he's busy camping. And we know that means that we'll have a camp story next week. Last time he went to camp, he learned to fry an egg without cracking in it, without putting any shells into the, dropping any shells into the egg. So I want to hear the stories this time when he comes back, but he's out this week doing that. And so we want to say a good morning to DeAndre as well. I know that everyone out there is probably missing you and missing your stories, but I know you'll come back twice as strong next round. For the last few weeks, we've been doing giveaways. We've been ensuring that we have notebooks and other educational items to give away to students. We will continue to do that this week, but this week our prizes won't be available until next Saturday. So if you win this week, you can collect them here at the studio next Saturday at 10 o'clock. Please make sure that you are here so that you can collect your prizes next week. Those students who win today, please note that you will not get the prizes today. You will get the prizes next week so that you can put measures in place for that, to arrange for collection. And that would obtain for those who won in the previous weeks as well, who haven't collected as yet. I will hang around for a few minutes next week so that we can have those items for you in time for back to school. I want to before we start the quiz, I want to encourage. Over the last 2 weeks, I asked some of the callers some very specific questions because the voices did not sound like children. Adults, if you are calling in and you are pretending to be your child or a child in your home to win a prize, you are setting a bad example, poor example for the students. And I have been around the children long enough to know, for most part, some might have some hormonal or growth challenges that their voices sound adult-like, but for most part, I can tell when I'm speaking to an adult, when I'm speaking to a child, and when I'm speaking to someone who's pretending to be a child. And so if I feel that you are not a child, I will ask Melissa to kindly cut the call and we will proceed. I will not tolerate persons who are being dishonest on the air. Children who are listening, if your parents attempt to do it on your behalf, kindly let them know, if they don't remember, that is not a good example to set for you. And adults, in everything we do, we teach children how to be honest and ethical and moral beings. And a lot of the issues that we face over time come about as a result of us teaching them we teach them how to steal by calling into the radio station and pretending to be a child when you're an adult. You're teaching them poor ethics, poor morals, and from this microphone, and I know that even, I don't know of anyone who would appreciate or accept such, and so please make sure that when you're calling in, you are a child, also a student. Also, you can call in one time. You want to make sure that you're being polite and respectful, and try as much as possible to answer questions in a complete sentence. So if I ask, what is your name? My name is. Okay? And that way we can improve on our communication over time. These questions this morning will be very varied. Some of them will be based on Nevis, and some of them will be based regionally. And of course, we'll have a little story time for the preschoolers so that they can also have an opportunity to call in and to share their answers as well. All right. Question 1. 469-1616, 469-1700. Those are our 2 call numbers. What is the official marketing slogan for Nevis that is used by the Nevis Tourism Authority? What is the official marketing slogan used for Nevis? What is the official marketing slogan for Nevis that is used by the Nevis Tourism Authority? We already have a caller on the line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Okay. Do you know the slogan that is used by the Nevis Tourism Authority to market Nevis?
Nevis not
Okay, we are going to practice.
naturally.
Okay, so we're going to practice giving a complete sentence, okay? So we're going to say the slogan which is used to market Nevis is Nevis naturally. Can you say that?
Repeat.
The slogan which is used to market Nevis is Nevis naturally. We're going to try to put it in the complete sentence. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Nevis naturally
Is the slogan
is the slogan
used
of the Nevis Tourism Authority.
Oh, good job. What's your name?
Naima Lapsi.
Naima Lapsi. Naima, how are you doing?
Good.
Okay, wonderful. Are you enjoying your summer vacation?
Yes.
Are you going to grade 3 or 4?
grade 4.
You're going to grade 4. All right, Naima, congratulations. You will collect your prize not this week, next Saturday, okay?
Okay.
Okay, congratulations to you. Enjoy the rest of your summer.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so Naima won our first prize, and the question was, what is the official marketing slogan that is used by the Nevis Tourism Authority to market Nevis? And Naima was able to win that one. The answer, Nevis Naturally. Okay. Next question. And this is also a tourism-related question. What is the name of the Federal Minister of Tourism? The Federal Minister of Tourism. That's the Minister of Tourism, who his office is located in St. Kitts. What is the name of the St. Kitts? What is the name of the St. Kitts Minister of Tourism? What is the name of this? So Nevis has a Minister of Tourism. St. Kitts has a Minister of Tourism. What is the name of the Minister of Tourism on St. Kitts? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Okay. Have you called in before?
Yes.
Okay. You can only call in one time and win one prize, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So we need the name of the Minister of Tourism in St. Kitts. And I know that 469-1616, 469-1700. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Wonderful. And do you have the name of the Minister of Tourism in St. Kitts?
Yes,
What's
the
his-
Minister of Tourism in St. Kitts is Honorable Lindsey Grant.
Okay, wonderful. And you did a great job at giving me a complete sentence. What is your name?
Tajana.
Okay. Congratulations, Tajana. Don't collect your prize this week. Collect your prize next Saturday, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. Think we have one more question before we break. Who is the general manager of NASPA? Who is the general manager of NASPA? Okay. I hope we know what NASPA means, but I won't say it yet because I'll see if anybody knows that, or the person who answers knows it. If we take a little long, I will give you the meaning of NASPA. But I would like to know, who is the general manager of NASPA? Numbers to call are 469-1616, 469-1700. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Do you know the name of the general manager of NASPA?
Yes.
Okay, can you give me a complete sentence, please?
The general manager of NASPA is Oral Brantley.
Oral
Brandy.
Good job, Mr. Oral Brandy. What's your name?
Tajani David.
Tejane David. Okay. All right, Tejane. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. So we've had 3 winners so far, and to all of our winners, please remember you collect your prizes next Saturday. And the prizes are compliments, Clark's One Stop. Of course, we know Mr. Stedvin Clark. He has been a pillar in our community, and he has donated the prizes for this week and next week. He has the most affordable books. He's one of my book vendors because he has quality books, and he will have them on sale just about by by Verlin's Snacket from next Friday. So Mr. Stedvin Clark is the sponsor for this week and for next week, and you can also purchase quality notebooks from him starting next Friday in the vicinity of Verlin's Snacket. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back.
When
VON vibrates. The whole Caribbean must shake.
860 AM, the Powerhouse.
It's time, come on, rise and shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past this quickly, you don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio, it's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. With storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Youth on the go. Whoa, let's start the show. Let's go.
Let's go. Good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. Welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. Every Saturday morning we are here to share with you, and of course for the past few weeks we've been sharing with our students, making sure they're ready for back to school. School starts bright and early on September 2nd, and we want to make sure our students are ready for September 2nd. And we're sharing not just prizes, but we're giving an opportunity for them to think and to answer questions so that they can get back into that back to school focused mode. And we want to say congratulations to those students who have been calling in over the past few weeks and who have also been calling in this morning. I'm going to stop for a little bit. I'm going to read a story. I like to give our younger audience an opportunity to hear something to share with them. This morning I'll have a question based on the story as well, so make sure that you're listening carefully. This story is a Bible story, and the story is based on the story of baby Moses, and it is based in the book of Exodus. The story is called Miriam Helps Her Baby Brother. Miriam was a Hebrew girl who lived in Egypt, where Pharaoh, the wicked ruler, made a law that all Hebrew babies were to be killed. Her brother Aaron was younger than Miriam, but he wasn't a baby. Then Moses was born. How happy Miriam must have been to see her new baby brother. But how worried she must have been too, for fear that Pharaoh would find him. To save Moses from being killed, his mother kept him hidden. When baby Moses was 3 months old, his mother couldn't hide him anymore. She put him in a basket and put the basket among the reeds by a river. Surely Moses would be found there and given protection. From far away, Miriam watched to see what would happen when he was discovered. Pharaoh's daughter saw little Moses' basket. When she opened it, he cried. Pharaoh's daughter was sorry for him and decided to keep him safe. Miriam bravely went to Pharaoh's daughter and asked her if she wanted a Hebrew woman to take care of Moses. Pharaoh's daughter said yes. So Miriam brought her own mother, who was also Moses' mother, of course, to take care of him. Moses grew up to be a prophet of God. He talked with God for his people, the Hebrews. He told the people what God wanted them to do. Best of all, he led his own family and all the other Hebrews away from Egypt and the wicked Pharaoh. All right, so this is the story of Miriam and her baby brother, Moses. Now, I have a question for our younger audience. I hope you were listening. According to the story, which is based in Exodus, How old was baby Moses when his mother put him in a basket? How old was baby Moses when his mother put him in the basket? We have a caller on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today? Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good.
Wonderful. How old was baby Moses when his mother put him in the basket?
Baby Mons was 3 years old.
3.
3 months old.
Baby Moses was 3 months old. And what is your name?
Hello, David.
Tejan, how are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. So I'll see you next week, okay?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so baby Moses, according to the story, baby Moses was 3 months old when his mother placed him in the basket. Okay. Our next question. How many museums are in Nevis? And give us their name or names. Give us the name or names. How many museums are in Nevis, and can you give us the name or names of the museum or museums as the answer would dictate? How many museums are there in Nevis, and can you provide us with the name or names? I think that we 469-1616, 469-1700. The question: how many museums are there in Nevis? And if you can give us the name or names, we would be grateful for that. Of course, you know, if it's just one, you'll give us the name. If there are more than one, you'll give us the names. How many museums are there on the island of Nevis? And can you give us the name or names? Numbers to call: 469-1616, 469-1700. Okay, I don't know if this is a stomper. So that first question on the board: how many museums are in Nevis? And give us the name or names accordingly. Still no callers? Well, I don't know if I should throw another question in yet, but museums are very important places because they store some of our history, and because our history can be found in many of our museums, that's a good field trip place for our children to go, parents, during the summer. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. Have you called in as yet this morning?
Yes.
You called in before?
Yes.
Okay. If you called in before, you can only call one time to win the prize, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Remember, as well, children and parents, we want to spread the love. We want to make sure that we provide as many persons with the prizes as possible. And so we are trying to get one caller, each child to call in one time each week. Okay? The numbers are 469-1616, 469-1700. How many museums are there in Nevis? And give us the name or names. And as we wait for the call, I just want to also remind our teachers that our back-to-school convocation, our back-to-school exercise will be on the 26th of August at NEPAC. Registration starts at 8:15, and we can't wait to see you. We can't wait to interact with you. We can't wait to share with you, and we hope that you are as enthused as we are. I want to say this morning, kudos to the team at the Department of Education. who have been working diligently to prepare for you, the teachers, when you come out on the 26th, and to make sure that we're providing the support to you throughout. We have, for those who are just tuning in, we have a question. I don't know if it's a difficult question. I thought it was an easy question. We have a question on the table. How many museums are there in Nevis, and what are their names? Or, well, what would be the name if it's one, and what are the names if we have more than one? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
Wonderful. Are you a student?
Yes.
Okay. How many museums do we have on Nevis? And give us the name or names.
Is it 6?
6 museums? We don't have quite that many, all right? Are you online? Maybe you can do a quick Google search and see if you can find the number, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much. I believe in integrating technology as well, so if you have access to technology and you can do a quick search, but parents, if we're not sure about this answer, it means we have to open up some more opportunities for our students. Museums are beautiful places to visit during the vacation periods because you get to teach your children some history and you get to show them some of the items that we have available that were used in the past. They get to read a bit about what happened in the past, and it helps to support their academic and educational journey. How many museums do we have on the island of Nevis? And give us the name or names based on the number that we have. I didn't realize that this would be such a difficult question. I'm going to throw in another question while we're waiting for that first answer. The second question is a math question. A company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils were donated to each classroom, and how many pencils were donated to the library? So now we have 2 questions on the table. I'm going to read the math question again. I'll read it 2 more times so you can get your numbers. A company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils are given to the library, and how many pencils are given to each classroom? One last time for the math question, and then I'll repeat the social studies question, or Nevis history question. A company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils were donated to each classroom, and how many to the library? 469-1616, 469-1700. I don't know what's going on. If we're stumping people with these questions, if they're difficult, they shouldn't be too bad. But we want to hear from you on either question. I'll repeat both questions, and then we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Let me repeat the questions first. How many museums are on the island of Nevis, and what are the name? What is the name, or what are their names, depending on how many you think that we have, or you know we have. How many museums are on the island of Nevis, and what are the name? What is the name, or what are the names based on the number? And the next question, a company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils are donated to the classroom? How many are donated to the library? We're going to take a short break. When we come back, hopefully we have the answers.
Sugar City St. Kitts. Keep it sweet. Keep listening to Vaughn.
It's time, come shine. You know, I know we're gonna have a great time. And now we're past this quickly. You don't wanna miss it. So turn up the radio. It's Youth on the Go. Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, Youth on the Go. Oh, let's start the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I will learn new things. I will be creative. Grab your gears, let's gather around. An adventure is always waiting. There's storytelling news for us, and we always know what's happening. We act, we play, we dance, we sing from 9 to 10 on Saturday morning. Youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, youth on the go. Oh, let's start the show. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to all of our radio listeners, our viewers via Von Radio's Facebook Live and YouTube channels. Welcome to another edition of Youth on the Go here on Von Radio. Every Saturday morning, we have so much to share with you on Youth on the Go. And of course, for the last few weeks, we've really been sharing because you have opportunities to win prizes towards your back to school collection. We are getting closer and closer and closer to back to school, children. And so, of course, you can hear the joy in my voice. I'm hoping that you sound just as happy as I do. But we're getting closer to back to school, which means a great, exciting, wonderful year awaits you. And we are getting prepared for you so that you can enjoy that year as thoroughly as we hope that you do. Before we went to the break, we had two questions on the table. I don't know if anyone has called in as yet. I don't know if they're too difficult. I thought they were pretty easy. I'll repeat them again. How many museums are there in Nevis? And if you can give us the name or names. How many museums are there on Nevis? And give us the name or names. Also, I had a math question for us. And our math question, oh, we have somebody on the line. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. All right. Which question are you going to answer?
The museum, is it two?
There are two museums, okay. What are they? What are the names?
Nevis Sports Museum and the Museum of History.
Okay. So, I think we're missing one. I'm going to give a clue.
Alexander Hamilton Museum.
Okay. All right. So, we have the Alexander Hamilton Museum. And where is that one? Do you know where it is? Do you know where it is located?
Lush Street.
Okay. And the Sports Museum, do you know where that one is located?
In town.
It's in Charlestown. And the third museum is located where?
I don't know.
You don't know? Kinda sorta?
Is it, hello?
Yes?
Is it Lush Street?
You had Low Street already? And this is not part of the question. I'm just adding to see if you know exactly where we're going.
Caracal?
No. Do you know that there is a museum? You know where Government House is?
Yes.
So do you know that there's a museum right next to the Government House? As you go past between the Government House and before you get to Bath Hotel, right next to the Government House, there's actually a museum right there. And that museum carries the history for the most part of Lord Horatio Nelson. So when you go in there, most of growing up as a child, we would go to the Nelson Museum. And that museum would tell us about, about his marriage and all of that. So you've never been to that museum?
No.
Oh my, so that should be your goal before the end of the summer, okay?
Okay.
Okay, what is your name?
Rishani Westerman.
Rishani Westerman. Okay. All right, thank you so much. Okay, so we have a math question on the table. I know somebody has the answer for the math question. Melissa, is my math question hard? No, it's an easy question. I think so. Okay, a company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils were donated to each classroom, and how many were donated to the library? 469-1616, 469-1700. And Melissa, we forgot to do something important at the bottom of the hour. I don't know how. I think we can stick it in while we're waiting for a call. Okay.
Well, if you are just tuning in, normally at the bottom of the hour, we say good morning to a beautiful lady, Miss Lee Paris Cambridge, there in London, England. But we are so caught up in, getting the children, their gifts and whatnot, and trying to get them to, think educationally before the summer is up, that, we sort of kind of miss the spot. But it's not too late. So good morning, Lee. How are you? Happy Saturday. And, of course, Vanny was asking about you, so let us know how you're doing. And, of course, Zanella. And DeAndre is not here today, but I know he is wondering about you as well. I think he fell in love with you when you came here the last time.
Yes, he did.
So, good morning. Happy Saturday, Lee. And we know that you are keeping up your hopes. And, of course, we have you in our prayers. We're going to keep you there and hope for the best. So, happy Saturday to you, your family, there in England, and of course here in Nevis. Special good morning to Tracy and the rest of the Pink Lily folks. Good morning, and do enjoy your Saturday.
Thank you so much, Melissa. As I said, I'm trying here to push everybody to try to get my easy math question, but it doesn't seem like anybody's getting it. Well, just by way of information, once again, we're getting ready for back to school. School starts bright and early on the 2nd of September. I know you have your new shoes. This is about the best time of year for me because I love school so much. I've always loved school. I hated summer vacations because it meant I wasn't in school. I was a very strange child. But, so when I get close to back to school time, there's a level of enthusiasm every year. It doesn't matter where I am. There's a level of enthusiasm because I'm thinking about, getting back to school, seeing your friends, your new uniform, your new backpack. Sometimes you get to pick your own backpack, or sometimes it gets bought overseas, and you get your new shoes and your new socks, and you get to pick your hairstyle for the new school year. I mean, all those things are just so exciting. You get to cover carry your books and put your name in them. I mean, every step of the way for me was exciting. And parents, if you get your children involved in it, maybe they can look at the new school year with equal excitement. I don't know.
The same thing here. I mean, who would look forward to something new every year? Because you get to show off your new shoes and your new backpack, as you say, and your books and whatnot when you go back to school September morning. But I did enjoy my summer vacation. I even had a summer vacation earlier than most.
Oh, wow.
Yes, once my cousins are home, I'm home. Once there's nothing to do in school, exams are done, everything is finished, there's no reason for to go back to school. In my mother's mind, there's no reason for
well, my mother was at school, so I had to be
so
at school.
you were at school,
so that took it out.
Okay.
But we had
but my
games.
cousins used to come home early, so I would come.
Yeah, but for us, we took our games. That was our time to do our board games. And, it wasn't a matter of taking our technology. It was a matter of taking your Connect 4, your Snakes and Ladders, and your Ludo, and all the other games and the new ones that came out, and the Scrabble and the Monopoly. And everybody would bring the different games. And every classroom had game stations. And the teachers would, be there grading their tests. But in the room, you have different game stations, and you play the game you want to play at a given time. And it was very orderly, and it was still an engaging experience in a different way because you were at school. And that was, a good time for all of us. When we were finished the academics, you got to bring your different games. And each day I would try to bring a different game, or sometimes I brought more than one. But for me, at the end of the school year was one of the better times. I never stayed home, but then, as I said, I couldn't stay home. My mother was at school, so I kind of had to go to school too. I guess that was part of the joy of it.
Well, for me, my mother was like, "Y'all ain't doing nothing in school, so you stay at home." So, and then those were times when I was here. But other times, now and again, we would travel, or we would look forward to those who are traveling to come to us.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
You love summers for that.
Yes.
I don't know. I just always wanted to go back to school. All right. So I'm going to ask for one last time, Melissa, and if not, I guess I can give the answer and how we would go about getting it. A company donates 935 pencils to a school. The pencils are divided evenly among 9 classrooms. The rest of the pencils are given to the library. How many pencils are donated to each classroom and how many were donated to the library? So, do I give it away? Do I give the answer? So
Maybe
I
a
guess
hint.
a hint. Okay, let me go through
We
how
have about
you,
maybe 3 more
yeah,
minutes.
let me tell you how this is a good way how you would go about working it out if you're not sure. So you have to divide the number of pencils by the number of classrooms. You'll get an answer, but your answer comes with a remainder. And so this goes for the older primary school students. Okay, we have somebody on the line. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay, have you called in before?
Yes, this is Tajana.
Okay, you still want to give me the answer, Tajana?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
103 for everybody. And 8 for the library.
Okay, I won't be able to give you a prize because of the rule, but you are correct. 103 for everyone and 8 for the library. Next week we're going to have some more math problems because I see we're having a struggle here, so I'll start off with math problems next week. And Tejana, make sure that you call in, okay?
Okay.
Okay, have a great day. And to all of our listeners, have a wonderful week. And we know we'll have prizes for all who are listening and staying in tune.
Zanel, I think 1 or 2 people had the answer. They just weren't too
Sure
scared,
about how
weren't
to,
too
yes.
sure.
And I think once I gave out the mechanics of how to
Yes,
do it.
yes.
All right. So we are coming back strong next week, and it's okay. Let me tell you right now, it's okay when you make mistakes. It's okay when you're not sure. We're here to encourage you, to guide you, and to help you. It is okay. Part of learning is making mistakes. And on that note, we are going to wish you a wonderful week. We know that you have your activities and downtime for the weekend, but have a wonderful week. Until we come back to you next week, we want to say thank you once again to Clark's One Stop for donating the books for the next 2 weeks. And thank you, Mr. Stedvin Clark. You have always been a good corporate citizen. You've always looked out for our students, and he will have books on sale, and they're very, very good quality books. That's where, when I purchase books, that's where I purchase books from. And Mr. Stedman Clark will have them available in the area of Verlin's Cafe in Charlestown as of next Friday. So make sure that you get some from him. Very affordable prices, good customer service, and as I said, someone who gives back to our community. I want to say thank you also to Auntie Vanny, who has been donating books as well. Thank you, Auntie Vanny, for your contributions. And anybody else who wants to assist, we thank you. Have a wonderful week until we come back to you next week.
Show them all the beauty